And welcome inside the Backstage Pass. It is another week of shows after taking Monday and
Yes.
Tuesday off. And of course, always need those days to breathe here as we get toward, I guess, what is this, the late June? Yeah, the official day of summer started today for 2023. Although in Texas, it feels like it started probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago with the triple digit temperatures. I'm sure Nashville's feeling a lot of the heat up there. Brandon Morrell, Kirsty Krause, presented by our friends over at Bangtail Whiskey and Honkytonk, Texas. And I say I've been looking forward to this. The new EP comes out this Friday, and it's good to be a blonde. Let's get this party started here. We're gonna shoot tequila and then some. Tigirlily Gold here to the Backstage Pass, ladies. How we doing?
Hello, we are so good. How are you guys?
It's doing well.
Fabulous.
And a pleasure to have you here. Well, let's start right there because I know we tried to meet up with you guys back at CRS. The schedule has been nuts. It's been crazy. Talk to me about the latest event, which was the CMA Fest, the big performance you guys did. How
I
cool
got
was
to
that?
catch your guys' show, and you did so good. So I was sending them videos, and we were posting on our Facebook page. So tell us what it was like from your perspective playing CMA Fest.
Well, thanks for coming, first of all. It's very sweet of you. So we played the same stage last year, the Maui Gym Reverb stage. And last year it was full but spotty, the whole thing. And this year we played the same stage, and I guess they weren't letting any more people in by the end. Like, it was packed out at capacity. So it was just really cool because sometimes when you're in this career, you can't visually see
the growth.
And so for this to be on the same stage last year and this year, and to actually see visually with our own two eyes, like, wow, what the work we're doing, the music is reaching people, because there was people there and they were singing, and it was really cool. And no, we're just super thankful. I mean, it was a great CMA Fest. We did our first fan party ever, which, a few years ago, we probably wouldn't have believed you if you said we were going to do a fan party and it would sell out. Like, we're just honestly blown away.
We're still shocked people are coming to our shows.
Yeah.
Well, your performance level, girls, I mean, you can tell you guys have been performing together, and you're very comfortable together, and there's so much amazing energy, and that lends itself to, like, the songs. I mean, people were dancing with you out there, and I was over by the sound, and people were dancing. It was awesome to be a part of and be able to see you guys on stage. Fire.
Yeah. Our live show is really important to us. I think that's something, that's our favorite part about this whole career, is just being on stage together. I think that's where we do feel most comfortable. I mean, there's a lot of different elements, obviously, that go into it, but we played down on Broadway for like 3 years doing the 4-hour cover gigs. And so, yeah, if there's one place where definitely the most comfortable, I would say it's on stage. That's our favorite.
And we really like to bring the energy is our main thing. And, CMA Fest sets, our set was 25 minutes. It was so quick. So by the time you get
don't
going,
talk, Kendra.
the songs, let's go, energy. But yeah, that was one of the highlights of our year so far.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're celebrating the couple singles that came out leading up to the EP that's like literally right around the corner, about to come out. We're so excited. So Shoot Tequila was one that has just literally been climbing the charts. What is that like how are you guys celebrating? What is that like to see this be on Sirius XM, like all the radio stations?
I will say it's been too much tequila, or no, it's been just the right amount. Honestly, we released a song back in January, and we had played this song out live for a year before ever, releasing it or recording it. And it was always a song that, even if the fans didn't know who we were at all, they always reacted to it. And so we had a gut feeling about it, but of course you don't know what's going to happen with a song. And so once we released it, just to see how massive it went right away, and 6 months later, it's still just going majorly viral, and it's on the highway.
Shipped to country radio.
Our first single at country radio. It's just wild to see. Yeah, we're so thankful. And the fact that it's just this fun honky-tonk anthem.
Like, exactly what we're about.
Right. So it's been really fun. Yeah, too much tequila, but we're here for it. So.
It's awesome because our fans at every show now, we made it a thing. Like, yeah, we'll shoot tequila with fans,
Right.
But now we've had to pace ourselves a little bit better because we can't be taking too much tequila every night if we're going to have a lasting career,
We put shoot tequila at the end of the set. So, if we're going to
we
have
a shot with the crowd.
Right. If we're going to do the tequila shot, it's going to be at the end of the show when we're basically already, through the whole thing.
That's smart. There's strategy there. I love it.
Yeah, this EP is blowing up already, and I've had people just reach out to me and say this is what they love about it. The ones who pre-ordered, and it's got 3 great songs. Comes out Friday this week. The Blonde EP. A lot of great feedback and reviews from you guys of reading all over different media publications, being us included. We've commented on it too on several social media outlets too. Tell us how excited again getting this amount of music with Monument Records in your hand, and of course, there's more to come, right? Too.
Yeah. So these 4 songs, it's Blonde, Move On, Hometown Song, and Shoot Tequila. So those are the 4 songs. It's kind of the first initial teaser of more to come. So we have a lot of music in our back pocket, which we're excited about. But I feel like this first half is kind of more this like energetic, fun girl group side. And so it's a really good, especially for, people meeting us for the first time. It's a great introduction for them to really know what we're all about, who we are. We really feel like we dove deeper into what our sound is for this music. And so we actually wrote Blonde first. And once we wrote Blonde, it was like, okay, this is what we're chasing. This is the vibe we want. It's just, this is it. So we're excited. We say blonde's a state of mind. You don't have to be blonde, to be blonde. I really am. Yeah, we need our roots done. So
talk about C2C, which I know was a big deal. You guys actually, we were in Nashville doing the show and tracking you guys down. Y'all got back from there back in March. What was that experience in the crowd like, and playing to a UK crowd, C2C?
Oh my goodness. London was crazy awesome in the best way possible. Mm-hmm. We had events surrounding London. So we were only there for 2 days, but we actually were booked for C2C kind of last minute because our song Shoot Tequila is streaming so well in London. It's one of our top 5 cities. Yeah. So it got us onto the festival, a couple of these side stages. And we didn't have an expectation going into these performances, because it was our first time over there, first time playing an international show. But they knew the music. They were so attentive, and they really treated us like an A-lister. They're like, Tigirlily Gold, Shoot Tequila, we love this song.
Tequila too. Like, it was hilarious. It was amazing. It was the best thing.
The first time we really had realized the impact of Shoot Tequila, I think, because that was pretty quick after we released it. And that was the first time we saw a ton of people singing our song together at the first time.
Yeah. That is awesome.
I love it.
We playing? Are we playing today?
Yeah, we can play.
I don't know.
We didn't know. Is that what you guys usually do? We came prepared or not prepared?
You seem prepared. I feel like we're just celebrating a song, and we're so excited for you guys. So if you wanna,
sure, whatever
you want to perform, it's up to the dealer's choice.
I didn't know. In my notes, in my phone, it just said, possibly perform 2 songs. So we're ready,
Hey, you know what? I tell you what, I will take a quick time out, pay some bills here. Let you guys get ready, and want to throw it on you just like that too. But I was going to ask the next question, but Kirsty read my mind about the performance too as well. So we'll take a time out for Bangtail Whiskey and our friends over at Honkytonk, Texas. More with Tigirlily Gold here. It is the Backstage Pass live on the Sports Guys Podcast.com and of course HighTideCountry.net. You can catch us there 3 times a day, 4 times a week. Back in a flash.
The Bangtail pour is comprised of a sweet corn mash base. The front has a subtle sweetness and not too sharp. It has notes of a medium char or white oak for a smoky flavor in the middle, and the tail has a super smooth and warm finish.
Go behind the scenes with some of the biggest artists in music today with the Backstage Pass, powered by the SportsGuysPodcast.com. Join Brandon Morrill and his co-host Kirsty Krause as they talk to rising stars and legends about their music careers. Listen to their latest tracks and learn fun facts about the men and women behind the music you love. And be sure to tune into the Backstage Pass Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30, powered by the SportsGuysPodcast.com. And welcome into the Backstage Pass. And back here on the show, Tigirlily Gold. The big EP comes out this week. The 4-song Blonde comes out Friday, June 23rd. Always new music release day on a Friday too as well. First song is up for you guys, and I'll say take it away. Whatever, just kind of fits the fancy too as well. I love all these.
Take it off with Tequila. Why not? Let's do it.
Let's do
it.
It's all yours.
All right, let's do it.
You've always been a whole lot of trouble, but it's a kind I like getting in. So we might as well make it a double. Yeah, you know how the two of us get. We're dancing on the bar, ain't a pretty sight. And I'ma blame you when you get us in a fight. Ah, shoot, tequila, didn't want to see you, but I love the taste of you on my lips. Cause after 1 or 2, I feel you get me in the mood to move my shake, Shakira hips. I know I shouldn't do it, but I don't remember why. Such a bad influence, but you're looking good tonight. I shoot, tequila, you're good at what you do, tequila. And it goes like 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila more. If I had a little sense, I would have stopped at 4. Instead of cursing your name on the bathroom floor. Swear to God, I won't drink tequila no more. But mama didn't raise no quitter. Giddy up, light 'em up, not gone back. But Lord, can you pour a little quicker? About to cut a rug, call my ex, talk some trash. Whoops, we be getting loco everywhere we go. It's no problem, you or me, I don't know. I shoot tequila, didn't want to see you, but I love the taste of you on my lips. Cause after 1 or 2, I feel you get me in the mood to move my shake, Shakira hips. I know I shouldn't do it, but I don't remember why. Such a bad influence, but you're looking good tonight. I shoot tequila, you're good at what you do, tequila. And it goes like 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila more. If I had a little sense, I would have stopped at 4. Instead of cursing your name on the bathroom floor. Swear to God, I won't drink tequila no more. Come on. Woo! Cheers, everybody out there. Come on. I shoot tequila. Yeah. We might as well shoot tequila. Yeah. I shoot tequila. Didn't want to see you, but I love the taste of you on my lips. Cause after 1 or 2, I feel you get me in the mood to move my shake, Shakira hips. I know I shouldn't do it, but I don't remember why. Such a bad influence, but you're looking good tonight. I shoot tequila, you're good at what you do, tequila. And it goes like 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila more. If I had a little sense, I would have stopped at 4. Instead of cursing your name on the bathroom floor. Swear to God, I won't drink tequila no more.
I'm gonna go shoot tequila right now. What the hell? We gotta get us a tequila sponsor. I want one now here on the show. And just put it as a whiskey with the whiskey right there, tequila, and of course, Honkytonk, Texas. Tigirlily Gold doing their thing, and I tell you what, that is my new summer anthem now for Shoot Tequila. As I'm about to have some nice vacation coming up here for a few weeks, and I've been playing that one over and over again. So it's not surprising that one's one of the hottest ones right now across a number of charts out there too as well. Back here on the show again too. I wanted to ask you guys too, going through an EP like that, putting out a select number of songs, was it kind of a tough process going through in the studio, deciding which songs would go on this particular EP?
Yeah, I mean, we've recorded quite a few songs. And so choosing what songs were going to be on the EP, I think was sort of difficult for us.
We went back and forth a lot.
We did. We knew we wanted to come out like hot. And I don't mean like, I mean, as far as like
energy wise,
like we want to, come out of the gate with some fun, some energetic stuff. And so obviously Shoot Tequila is that. And then Blonde.
Well, that's the title track.
Right.
So we Blonde had to go on there.
We knew we wanted it to be called Blonde just to channel that like bold, confident, fun energy, that Dolly Parton state of mind. That's one of the lines in the song. So we knew we wanted those two. And then we were like, okay, I think we need something
a little different,
a little more sentimental and different pace. And so Hometown Song is that for us. That's probably our most vulnerable song on the EP for sure. And it's just kind of our letter to our hometown, basically, and kind of all the push and the pulls you go through being from a small town and growing up there for your whole life, and the good and the bad and, everything in between. And then Move On, which is the track that's not out, it's a little bit different vibe than the rest of it. It's a little more like funky, little sexy. Sorry, Mom.
Mm.
You know. But yeah, it's funny because we're sisters, and then we have this like sexy love song on the project. It's like just don't look at me
Don't
while
look
we're
at
singing
me,
that.
But really, Move On is all about we want this EP to empower other people.
Yeah.
So the premise of Move On is, hey, it's 2023. If you see a guy at a bar that you like it,
Maybe a
you like
girl.
him, yeah, like you see someone you like at the bar, you can make the first move.
Right.
There's
I
no
like that.
anymore. Go
Yeah.
make the first move. Be bold.
If you see someone you find attractive, you
Go
say,
for
"Hey."
it.
Guys, girls,
Mhm.
we all can do it.
I love that.
I love that, dude. What a message here. I love that on the show here, too. Hey, take me back to even before this, even 2021. I was digging Everybody's on Something. And, of course, the Tigirlily self-titled EP there, which was 2021. My Thing. What a song to set that thing off, man. Just like a firework there. Somebody Does, too. Tell us all about that project and kind of hit on some of the highlights for us for the first EP you guys put out in 2021.
I feel like this EP we're about to put out is not that crazy far off from the EP we already released. It's just a little bolder, a little more mature, just where we're at in life now. Obviously, we took a few more risks, I think, with this project here. But the one we released in 2021, our self-titled EP, yeah, I mean, My Thing we wrote with Walker Hayes. We wrote Everybody's on Something with Walker Hayes too, and he's an amazing artist. And then
that was our first time working with Shane McAnally and also Monument Records as well too. So it was a really good 5-song project to who we are as writers, as artists. And we still play those songs out live all the time. Somebody Does was definitely a big moment for us. It was kind of our first viral experience where people were really drawing, really cared about the song Somebody Does. And we wrote it during the pandemic where it was such an isolating feeling for everybody. So we wanted to write a song that kind of served as a reminder to people that they matter so much. And we wanted to give like a big hug basically in this song. Like you matter, you are enough exactly how you are. And so Somebody Does off that record really kind of helped get the ball rolling for us as far as like our music be heard by millions of people.
Yeah.
And yeah, we still play out these songs out live all the time. So
people
we're
still
super proud
know
of that.
them. It's really fun. Yeah. It's fun because as we're growing, we're building this repertoire of music. And so, we were putting set lists together for this week and I'm like, we actually have a lot of songs that we can put into our set list now. We would kind of just put a bunch of unreleased songs in the past in our set list, but now we have more music out. So it's fun to really start building this career up. And, we've been releasing music for years, but obviously with Monument, we've only been with them for a few years. And so it's just been really fun.
And go ahead.
Oh, just to say, we know you have a whole team behind you, but between the two of you, is there anything that you guys kind of divvy up between to like get the work done? Because you have two people to tackle this. So is there like obvious stuff that you're like, okay, you take this, I'll get this. Like, how does that work?
Yeah, we definitely divide and conquer when it comes to like internal work in Tigirlily Gold world. I will say that I'm a little more like, I'll make a day sheet for the band, or I'll know what's on our calendar. I'll be answering DMs. I'm a little more
schedule
detail oriented in that way. I'll be answering emails where Krista, I say that, but like you handle like stuff with finances. Well, we have a business manager, but she'll like talk to him about stuff. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that.
Anything
I was
that
terrible
has to
at
do
accounting. So
with the band, getting their arrangements.
Yes, Krista's also
I'm
doing
kind
that.
of the designated band leader as of now. And
Awesome.
I tour manage, so I drive everybody around. I'm like the man of the group, really. So that's how I explain it to people. I'm like, Kendra's keeping me in line. Like, what do I have going on
I give
today?
Krista my bag to load into the van.
We really, it is a very 50-50 kind of relationship.
That's
and then
cool.
with social media too.
Like Krista, you do TikTok, I'll do Instagram, you do Twitter, I'll do Facebook. Like we just try to, as much as we can split up because, all this stuff is pretty time consuming. It's fun, but it takes a lot of time. So as much as we can kind of divide and conquer in that sense. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, look, and I'll tell you this, off that EP, which comes out Friday, Blonde, make sure you guys go pre-order right now and definitely get that Thursday night at midnight. Technically, you can actually catch the last song, Move On there too. But this hometown song is going to be, to me, already it's making noise, but I know over the next couple of weeks, this thing is going to be, I mean, just hot as a firecracker, because this thing is just so good lyrically, tells a great story, and I connect with this so well, as many people will around the country, especially if you're from your hometown's kind of small. You know, Kirsty probably connects with this one too at the same time. But what was the backstory in kind of writing this one, Hometown Song?
Yeah, I mean, in country music, writing songs about your home, it's pretty normal, right? But I feel like there are a lot of songs that you either love your hometown with your whole heart and like nothing undeniably, yes. And then there are songs that you hate your hometown and you never want to go back and you couldn't wait to get out and all these things. And so we really couldn't fully relate to either of those. And we had tried to write many songs about home, and you know, some we really liked, but nothing felt quite
authentic,
honest enough. Yeah. And so when we were writing for this project, we were kind of missing this song, and we went in kind of with this idea of like that push and pull of, you know, when you're in your hometown, you kind of want to get out and leave and see something new. But when you're gone, really nothing replaces that feeling of home. And, you know, you wouldn't trade growing up in a small town for anything. And we wouldn't trade growing up in our small town of North Dakota. But when you're in one place for so long, you have the best of memories and you have some bittersweet memories. And if anyone tells me that they have no bad memories in 20 years of living in one place, I'll be like,
you lying?
You sure about that? So it's really just about that. And we wrote it with Alex Klein and Scott Stepikoff, who actually wrote two of the other songs that are on this EP as well with us. And so we kind of got a good thing going, and we trusted them with this idea. But it was really important for us to kind of write it as almost like a letter to our hometown. And it's been really cool. Like, we were a little nervous about this song because I'm like the person who doesn't want to offend anyone, of course. I'm like, no, I'm a 2.
And I'm like, we have to write the truth, Kendra.
somewhere in the middle, it's the truth. But
because we're so proud of where we come from.
Right.
So we didn't want it to come across that we're not grateful, you know, to be where we're from. And we're so proud to be from North Dakota. But I think it's like what Kendra said, you can't have all good memories in one place.
No.
Yeah, makes sense.
I completely agree. And like, I'm not from a super tiny town, but when I go back to visit, if I go back to visit for a longer extended period of time, I'm kind of like, I'm a little bit bored. Not gonna lie. I need to like bounce around, go back to Nashville. So yeah, I definitely get that feeling.
It doesn't even necessarily, I mean, of course, for us, it's small town because that's where we're from, but it really is anywhere that you're in a place for a long time. It doesn't necessarily have to even be a small town. So yeah, we're really excited about this one. It's fun to see people connect, and even people from our hometown showing it love. And that made me feel a lot better, because I was like, I don't want people to think I'm dissing our hometown in any sort of way, because I would never want to do that. But you know, as writers and artists, we do also want to tell our truth and be as real as we can. So
well, I love it too. This music video is fantastic. I got a chance to check it out too. I want to know all about this. We're coming back after break. And you guys want to perform one more?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. The one I'm talking about is Shoot Tequila. Guys, if you haven't seen the music video, you talk about some fun times that the ladies have. We're going to ask them all about that and then some here on the Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys podcast.com, of course. And definitely we'll be back here. Word from Bangtail Whiskey. Got some audience questions too. Very, very busy show here on the Backstage Pass. Hang tight.
The Bangtail pour is comprised of a sweet corn mash base. The front has a subtle sweetness and not too sharp. It has notes of a medium char or white oak for a smoky flavor in the middle, and the tail has a super smooth and warm finish.
Go behind the scenes with some of the biggest artists in music today with the Backstage Pass, powered by the sportsguyspodcast.com. Join Brandon Morrill and his co-host Kirsty Krause as they talk to rising stars and legends about their music careers. Listen to their latest tracks and learn fun facts about the men and women behind the music you love. And be sure to tune into the Backstage Pass Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30, powered by the sportsguyspodcast.com. And welcome into the Backstage Pass. And coming up on Friday this week, big treat here for the show. Dean Sams, the leading founder, I should say, of the group Lone Star, is going to be here on the Backstage Pass coming up on Friday morning. Lone Star right here on the Backstage Pass. Dean Sams, one of the longest tenured members of the group. We'll talk about their new album, 10 to 1, and of course a whole lot more here with Dean on the Backstage Pass, hightidecountry.net, and at the sportsguyspodcast.com, presented by our friends at Bangtail Whiskey and, of course, Honkytonk, Texas. I'm going to ask all about this Shoot Tequila video from Tigirlily Gold here back on the show, but it's time for another performance here. Take it away.
We're going to do a song called Blonde, which is the name of our EP, and also a song on the EP. This one is out, and it's a little ode to our girl. Well, I don't know her, but I wish I did, Miss Dolly Parton. Get it from a box, you can get it from your mom, from your girl, Dana at the beauty salon. Only ever a shade away from a brand new you. That's true. You can get it from the beach or a Walmart place. Let your sister rinse it out in the bathroom sink. All in the name of covering up your roots. Do what you gotta do. When it goes to your head and your attitude, you can blame it on the fumes. You can buy happiness, but you can buy hair like this. It's a Dolly Parton state of mind. It's better than leaving on my team behind. From dirty to platinum, we're just trying to have some fun. We won't feel it, but we highlighting up. Every day's a good day when you're waking up. Ooh, yeah. So blonde. I mean, if you don't have it yet, it looks great with a tan briefcase in your hand. Make a dang good name for a 70s band. If you ask me, it's hot on everyone. I know I'm not wrong. Might get a bad reputation for acting like life's a vacation. All that I'm saying is don't knock it till you die it just once. 'Cause you can't buy happiness, but you can buy hair like this. It's a Dolly Parton state of mind. It's better than leaving all my shame behind. From dirty to platinum, we're just trying to have some fun. We won't feel it, though we highlighting up. Every day's a good day when you're waking up. On, ooh, yeah. So blonde, BLONDE. When I look in the mirror, I like what I see. 'Cause all that I've ever wanted to be is blonde. Ooh, 'cause you can't buy happiness, but you can buy hair like this. It's a Dolly Parton state of mind. It's better than leaving. Sorry, my voice cracked, and that's one of the best parts about being blonde. Though we highlighting up, every day's a good day when you're waking up. Sorry, I'm so sorry. BLONDE. Blonde. I'm so sorry.
I love it. It's all good. That's the fun of a live show, and it is perfect. I love it too.
We laugh at each other sometimes because
It's all good. Here on the Backstage Pass, it is live television. Here's what I say here on the show here too. hightidecountry.net, our partners out of Oklahoma, and of course the Sports Guys podcast.com here as we're getting ready for the big release coming up Friday for the EP, which is that song Blonde. Title track of that coming out this Friday with the 4-song EP. Pre-order now, get 3 of them, and then Move On will be released this Thursday night at midnight too. I got to ask you about the music video for Shoot Tequila. I had a chance to check this thing out. How much fun was it to put this together?
It
so
was
much fun.
Very, very fun. They were just like, pretend you're, having a girls' night on tequila. And we were like, we can do that. That is no problem for us to do. And it really, so we had like a little secret. We had like 3 other video shoots and like 5 other photo shoot looks that day. So it was a really busy day. So we had like, a half hour to shoot that whole video.
Hour max.
And so okay, we gotta, make the most out of this moment and have as much fun as possible.
We didn't do that many takes.
No, but we had a lot of fun with it.
That's awesome. They probably were like, okay, just pretend you're having a girls' night on tequila. And you're like, that's not acting. We're just
we know.
We love that. We love that. It was really fun music video.
Thank you.
Any chance, and I know this is kind of early too when you look at it, but you guys have opened and played and done support for so many different shows out there, your own show included. Any kind of chance of any collaborations coming up in the future that y'all can kind of tell us now, or that's still in the works?
We're kind of waiting for the right collaboration. There's so many amazing artists that we would obviously love to collaborate with. We already kind of collaborate. So it's interesting as a duo, you're trying to find like
the right
fit. So I mean, obviously, I think this would be cool one day to do like a Brothers Osborne or Dan and Shay, like 2 guys, 2 girls, have this like massive, just harmony filled masterpiece. It is not in the works yet, but it's in my brain. So I hope it's happening soon.
And he said it out loud. So he planted it. It's going to happen.
You got the roots out too. David comes in from England too as well, which is we've talked about the Shoot Tequila and just the response it's getting over there in England too. Tigirlily Gold, tell us about the guitar that they use. How important is that to the writing of the tunes? Good question.
The guitar. Well, a fun fact for Shoot Tequila. So our co-writer Kevin Griffin, he co-wrote the song "Stuck Like Glue" by Sugarland. And Christian Bush of Sugarland gifted Kevin this cigar box guitar. It only has 4 strings. So to get the vibe for Shoot Tequila, Kevin used this like custom made cigar box guitar. So that really gave it that swampy feel. But I don't know if it really matters if specifically what guitar you're playing. You have to get the vibe right. So if you're going funky, more emotional, but it really is important.
I will say, and I don't know really much about guitar, so take this with a grain of salt, but it seems when we're in a writing room, like if, someone brings out the electric and can kind of bring a different vibe versus the acoustic or like that sort of thing. But I don't know if different acoustic guitars, if that makes a difference, but
not too much.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense there too. Well, and like I said, for some people it's everything too, and for some people, it's like picking up a different guitar. Or some I've seen some sets out there too where they have an acoustic one switch to an electric one, and depending upon whose show you're going to, it's like it's some people's babies, man. It's like they can't do without it too. It's one of those things too. But I love it so much too. And it's a huge kind of synonymous part that you have that artifact with you, that thing you can touch and hold and be able to just write great songs from too. I'm gonna let my beautiful and talented co-host here start this rapid fire today. She's got something new planned, and I love this too because I love things that are just on the spur of the moment. So take it away.
Okay, well, I'm already going to throw you for a loop because I'm going to ask a question. We're talking about guitars. So, Krista, how many guitars do you own? And then what is your ideal guitar lineup that you want at your house?
Ooh, so I really only play 2 that I own, but I probably own 4. And then Gibson Guitars was very kind to lend me a Les Paul Jr. So I don't technically own that one, but I play it a little bit, and that's my electric side. My ideal guitar lineup, oh my goodness, so many. I'd probably go back into the Gibson garage and just have a heyday, honestly.
Nice.
Honestly, like the Flying V, I know is so it's a statement, but I'm like, I could do it at one point,
I love that.
I love that one. All right. When it comes to food, what do you guys just say you're on the road making stops and stuff like that? Is it kind of the first thing that's just like there where it's like, let me just grab fast food, or do you like to sit down restaurant, have a good time, take a load off type thing?
It really just depends on the day. I will say our most common stops would be a Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, Jimmy John's. And then if we're done with like a run, on the weekend and we have nothing else, a good McDonald's, after Saturday show sometimes. If we have the ability to sit down and try somewhere new in whatever city we're at, we like to try like barbecue in Texas or, that kind of thing. We like to try the local eats because we're foodies ourselves. We don't always have time for that, which is so sad.
Yeah. What was the first song you guys ever sang on a stage?
It was, definitely a church song of some sort.
Nice.
That's what first comes to mind. But Krista learned a lot of harmony to a lot of Sugarland songs, Leave the Pieces by the Wreckers.
What about your first talent competition songs?
I think I did.
I know what they are.
What Happens?
It happens.
It happens. Sugarland. I was like, I don't even remember. And I think I did Born to Fly.
Bring on the rain.
Bring on the rain.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. Very all great songs.
Jody Messina, no doubt. What about other hobbies outside of music? What do you ladies get into when you're not doing music?
I love to bake, honestly.
Okay.
So maybe I'll bring you guys some cookies next time I see you.
Please do.
And we're honestly kind of chill outside of our job. So like going on walks,
Seen friends, family. I have a little golden retriever. So I love taking her for walks and then hanging out with my husband, who I don't see that much. So I'm like, hey, we're still married, remember?
Love that.
I love it. All right, what's one? I can't put people. I realize I can't put people on the spot with what we were talking about, Brandon. They got to know in
Okay,
advance.
all right, you're good. You're good.
So we're gonna tell them in
Okay.
advance. It was the 2 truths and a lie game, and we will do that in the future.
Yeah, we'll do that.
But yeah, as far as when you started releasing music in this new EP, and you knew it was a new era. What was like, do you guys have like a motto? Do you guys have like a motto that you use to kind of keep yourselves moving forward?
Well, I guess this could be our motto. Not every day you're feeling your best, especially when you're on the road and you're dead tired and you're, for me, I feel a little puffy or whatever. So you're traveling, doing all this stuff. And so one day I think I was like telling Chris, I just don't feel my best today. And she's like, that's not very blonde of you.
I love that.
So
see, this is like the era. That's like the motto for this era.
Well, yeah. So when we're not having our best day, we just go, that's not very blonde of you.
That is so great.
I mean, we lean into the Dolly Parton state of mind thing quite a bit, obviously, which goes.
Yeah. And you guys are gonna meet Dolly in the future. It's gonna happen. Like,
I hope so. I hope this EP
we
just
got
brings
close.
us close. Yeah.
We got to go to the ACM Awards this year, and Dolly hosted. So I was like in close proximity to her, but I did not get to meet her yet.
That's awesome.
No, I think, Kirsty, we're safe to say we've made some bold predictions here on the show, and I'm going to put Tigirlily Gold in those awards at CMA's ACM Awards when it comes to vocal duo of the year and the other categories that are out there, because they've got the total package, and country female groups that are out there just killing it right now too as well. Especially that sister bond too is so great. The harmonies are fantastic, and this new record is blowing up already. It's got a huge buzz around it too, and it comes out Friday, the EP Blonde too as well. I'll tell you what, I want to thank you ladies for making time for us here, and you're always welcome back here on the show. Come back anytime, promote new music, and would love to catch you. Kirsty, seeing you, I'd love to come to a show one day, have some of those cookies, hang out, have a drink, and just thanks for being with us here on the Backstage Pass. We surely appreciate it.
Yeah, if you're ever in Texas, email Brandon. He'll come out to the show. If it's in the vicinity, he will come.
Thank you guys so much. And sorry for laughing. That never happens. That just took us by surprise today. So.
That was awesome.
That's awesome too.
That has happened on a live stream one other time where I think I hit the wrong note that time though. With the two of us, it's hard.
Hard to keep it.
Makes for beautiful music, no doubt, too. Want to thank our sponsors out there, Bangtail Whiskey, Bangtail.com, also at Live Oak, Total Wine and Specs in Nashville. Go pick up a bottle now today. Support our good buddy Brandon Bing, and, of course, honkytonktexas.us for tickets down there. Full summer concert schedule coming up there, too. Tomorrow, good friend Tori Martin returns to the show. Also, Sophia Fracassi, great artist out of Canada. Friday, Dean Sams of Lone Star coming here on the Backstage Pass, too, as well, powered by the Sports Guys podcast.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow about 2:30 here on the show. Our thanks to Tigirlily Gold, and for everybody out there who just loves and supports their music, we'll give them a like and visit Tigirlily.com for more. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.
Thank you.